next housemate to be evicted from the bigbrothernaija no lose guard house is Handi Tjay, Shaun.
I still went and told them in a way that I said that she had a child when it did not come from. Because me, I felt like.
Sorry to cut you in there. So you said it was a mistake, right? But she doesn't know that. You said you thought it was her, but it was Ruthie. Now.
Handi has been evicted, though I cried, but I wasn't really surprised because this is the very first time Handi and Wanni is being nominated ever since they were separated as the dynamic duo. Shaun also got evicted this night, wondering how Shaun and Handi would be evicted on the same night. Now, Wanni has been rendered husbandlessness and also sisterlessness. I am just wondering how she's just going to cope this week. TJ also got evicted. I wasn't surprised. I was expecting that with his 1% voters. Anyways, there was not much question during tonight's live eviction show, being that it was a triple eviction. So Ebuka was just rushing to just meet up with the time. Kenny was asked a question. Suj was also asked a question. Wanni was also asked a question. And finally, Onyeka was asked a question, but she was just stuttering. I was expecting her to just answer with her full chest, but she kept on just going round and round the corner. It wasn't much during tonight's live eviction show, but still, I am going to just give you guys the recap. But before I officially begin, let me quickly say welcome back again to my most fabulous, most entertaining, most intriguing, and most interesting channel of mine, Ifista World. And here on my channel, my only singular and primary obligation is to always entertain and update you guys with non-judgmental, unsentimental, and unbiased analytical analysis of the ongoing Bigbrother Season 9 No Lose Guard. Let the show begins.
Welcome, your bigbrothernaija host, Eviction of
Just as expected, Bigbrothernaija 8 Sunday live eviction show kickstarted immediately. Ebuka was welcomed on stage by the available audience, and immediately Ebuka just recognized the headline sponsor, speaking about Guinness, Black shines the brightest, and also smell of we do we. Without no further ado, the recap of the weekly activities was shown to us, everything that happened within the week, including the fight, the dramas, the tears, and also the day that Bigbrother reopened the garden for the housemates. And then again, the recap of how the head of the house challenge was played and how Suj emerged the head of the house for week 8 was also shown to us. Immediately, Ebuka said that he's just crossing over to the house for him to just interact with the housemate, and straight up he congratulated Suj for winning the head of the house for week 8, and Ebuka registered the fact that it felt so good for housemates to win the head of the house at the crucial time of the game. Suj concurred, and Ebuka went straight to ask Suj a question. But before I speak about the question that Ebuka asked Suj, let me quickly say that if this is the very first time ever you are coming across my channel, please do click on the red icon down below to subscribe to my channel, and also do endeavor to turn on the notification bell that is right beside the subscribe button, and feel free to give this particular video a huge thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comment section. And Ebuka is asking Suj that after the Thursday pool party that Suj was eavesdropping while Nelly was complaining to OC and Tofa what she saw Suj doing with Victoria in the kitchen. And Ebuka just wanted Suj to explain exactly what he heard, and he said that Nelly was complaining that she walked into the kitchen and now saw Victoria and Suj having a conversation, of which Suj was keeping his arm on Victoria's shoulder, and Nelly does not even like it. Ebuka was like, why then do you now remove your hand? Do you feel that you're doing something bad? Suj said that he does not think that he was just doing something bad. I just feel like he should just remove it out of respect because Nelly just walked in. It was just the way Nelly was reacting, and I just love the fact that Victoria just kept her cool, like her name was not even mentioned in that particular conversation. And this was the moment Ebuka asked the entire housemate to just stand up because it is time for eviction, and the next housemate to be evicted from the ongoing Bigbrother Season 9 No Lose Guard is Handi. What? Handi, as much as I suspected that Handi might go if they are just going to evict more than 2-3 people tonight, but I never knew that Handi would be the first to leave the show. And this moment, Wanni and Handi was just trying to assimilate the fact that Handi is leaving. You know, it seems as though somebody just divided somebody into two. Though she was just trying to accept the news, Handi was so happy Handi and Wanni kissed as usual. They hugged Shaun, and she also tried to just hug the housemate that she was in good terms with. And she getting to the eviction door, she just said, "We are going to operate outside." I love the way she just welcomed her eviction. Remember, she has already stated it that she only came on this show because of her sister Wanni. So she didn't feel so bad leaving at week 8. Immediately Handi was evicted, there was a commercial break, and after the commercial break, Ebuka returned on stage and said that he is going back to the house to continue to interact with the housemates. And straight up, he asked Kelly Ray question concerning meat wahala between Kelly Ray and Wanni. It then happens that Wanni was complaining that Kelly Ray gave Wanni one meat to share with Shaun, whereas Kelly gave other housemates two meat. And according to Kelly, that he cannot remember that happening because after they just grabbed the meat during their pool party, that he shared the meat 2-2 amongst every housemate. And when Ebuka asked Wanni said that initially that was what happened, but later he got 2 meat. So everything has been settled. After Ebuka questioned Wanni and Kelly Ray, he returned on stage, and the recap of their weekly diary section that the housemates did by themselves was shown to us. And Ebuka decided to interact with 1 or 2 audiences, and the first person was still shocked that Handi was evicted. And the audience said that he is going to be more shocked if Cassia is going to be evicted. And the next lady also said that he felt so bad that Handi was evicted. Ebuka also asked her, "Did you vote for Handi?" He said no, he voted for Cassia. And that was how Ebuka now showed us again the recap of their weekly wager tax and also their sponsor tax. It is time for Ebuka to welcome Handi on stage. Handi joining Ebuka on stage was so excited, and Ebuka went straight to ask Handi, in as much as that you are happy that you are done with the house, how is it going to be that you're just going to be apart from your sister? According to her, that she's not feeling that so bad because in next 2 weeks they are going to just operate outside. The recap of all her life in Biggie's house was shown to her, and I love the fact that she welcomed it excitedly. The way Handi was just laughing while she was just watching everything, and then Ebuka asked her what next for her. Will she continue with the DJ thing? She said yes, and more operation outside, and she left the stage. After Handi left the stage, after Ebuka interviewed her, there was a commercial break, and after the commercial break, it was the recap of the wager presentation and also the recap of their weekly sponsor tax. Every sponsor tax that they did in week 8 was also shown to us, and it is time for Ebuka to return back to the house and interacting with the housemate. He went straight to Onyeka. This is the time he's now asking Onyeka what Onyeka did immediately after the live eviction that happened on week 7. According to Ebuka, while Onyeka was having a conversation with Handi immediately after the live eviction, that Onyeka said that Cassia was vile, that Cassia was angry because Onyeka thought that Cassia was the person that they said was a single mother, not knowing that it was Ruthie. Onyeka started stuttering. I felt Onyeka can just own up her words, and she was like, no, actually it has to do with what was said. And then that happens, it was then intention was, Ebuka was like, that means it was your intention, not because of what it was. She kept on stuttering and she was not even saying the exact word, and Ebuka kept on allowing this girl to keep on stuttering. I was expecting Ebuka to just repeat exactly what he did to Cassia during last week's live eviction show when he told Cassia to speak up fast, that we have no time, but he allowed Onyeka to keep on stuttering. At the end, what Onyeka was trying to say, that he said it because of how he felt after the question was asked to Cassia. Then you now repeated exactly what Cassia did. After Onyeka could not answer her question directly, Ebuka in his usual manner now said that he is going to be right back. Then there was a recap of Biggie's punishment. All the punishment that Biggie gave to the entire housemate during week 8 was shown to us. And there was a commercial break. After the commercial break, Ebuka returned back to the house and TJ was evicted. It was the fact that TJ was just acting all surprised, like he was not expecting to just leave Biggie's villa. Anyway, he told the entire housemate not just to feel bad or sad about his eviction, and that was how he just hugged the housemate and left. And after TJ was evicted, there was a recap of Thursday pool party and also Saturday night wedding. And after that, Ebuka also read social media comments. It was just the way Ebuka was just reacting each time he read a particular comment. And TJ was welcome on stage, and Ebuka asked TJ, were you expecting your eviction this night? TJ said yes. Ebuka asked TJ how he was able to cope after receiving the good news that his wife gave birth to twin baby boys. Tjay said in Tofa's words, locked in, that he already has the decision that he's going to remain, knowing that he's going to expect the news while in the house. That was how he was able to cope. And he also said that he has already had that conversation with his wife, of which Tjay's wife has already told him, just go and do your thing. I am going to take care of the home. Ebuka now asked Tjay what's next. According to Tjay, that he is going to just face acting and business and every other thing. And Ebuka was like, are you going to relocate back to Lagos? He said no, he is going to be shuffling between London and Lagos. Tjay now left the stage. It is time for Ebuka to go back into the house. According to Ebuka, that the eviction is not yet done. Going back into the house, this is the moment that Ebuka evicted Shaun. And Shaun just took it lightly because he was expecting it, but Wanni broke down. Like, how can you just render Wanni sisterless and husbandless? And this was just a few moments after Wanni declared that she is Mrs. Shaun and Nwati Okonji. What? And it was the way she just broke down, and every other housemate was just trying to just hug Shaun, and Shaun left majestically. There was a commercial break, and we are already running out of time. And Ebuka said that we should just welcome Shaun on stage. Shaun coming on stage. Ebuka asked Shaun, were you expecting that you were going to be evicted this week? Shaun said yes, because if we have been watching him, we will notice that he has been a bit frustrated, and it may seem as though that he is already tired. And 8 weeks running the house, that he felt blessed. Ebuka asked him what next. He said acting, modeling, every other thing that comes his way, that he is ready as far as it has to do with entertainment and whatnot. Ebuka asked him, what about Wanni? He now said that Wanni is my girl. I am going to wait until she comes outside. Ebuka also asked him first question before all those questions that I have already said, if he can differentiate between Wanni and Handi. He said yes. Ebuka asked Shaun how. Shaun said, when I look into their eyes, I am able to just differentiate between Wanni and Handi. The recap of all the happenings of Shaun was shown to him. It was where he reacted when they showed him the kissing between him and Wanni. And Ebuka was like, yes, our camera can just zoom that far to just capture whatever it is. And that was how Shaun left the stage. Then there was a drama immediately. Shaun left. A lady was in a dirty wedding gown and was just crying on stage. Ebuka was like, who are you? And we now went into the house, and this was the moment he now said, no, nominated housemates just stand. Them standing, I told them that they are safe for another week. Victoria is just ambivalent with the news because she's just feeling good that she survived another week, whereas she's just feeling sad that her former partner has been evicted. And Onyeka was happy. Cassia instantly just hugged her husband because all she wanted was just to be around to celebrate her husband's birthday. And Wanni broke down. This moment she just covered her face with a towel because she has no sister again and she has no husband again, wondering how this girl is just going to cope. While Ebuka was still addressing the housemate, Wanni stood up and just ran upstairs crying. And that was how Ebuka admonishing them, telling them that this is trap game, they just have to up their game. And I'm asking, what is Anita doing in that house, and what exactly is Nelly still doing in that house? Then I have to understand that they have the fans that I'm just voting for them, because no matter what you do, once you have your fans and they are voting, that is the only thing that can keep you in the house. Whether you just wake up and sleep, eat and just sleep again. Once you have your fans voting for you, your stay is guaranteed in the house until grand finale. And this is how the show comes to an end. Wanni has already gone upstairs to just cry, and how the viewers voted was also shown to us. I wasn't surprised that Tjay got 1%. In one of my videos during the week, I already said that if I were to be the handler of Tjay, or even the fans of Tjay, I know that Tjay stand no chance. I would rather not even waste the money to just vote for Tjay. I would rather use the money to just do welcoming party for Tjay. I think they just heard my advice, so I wasn't surprised that Tjay got that 1% of vote. And Handi got 3% and Shaun 8%. They didn't even bother showing us the person that is next to Shaun because they have their reasons, and that is all it's all about on tonight's Sunday live eviction show. And while the credits were just rolling, Wanni is already crying, and I'm glad that Onyeka is already there to just console her. But I felt that while they are just around her, they just allow her to just let it out. They will not tell her to stop crying, because if she has to suppress that tears, she's going to just break down. So let her just cry it out. It will definitely help Wanni to just cope faster. Whatsoever that happens subsequently after this live eviction show, trust me to always bring it to you guys. If not, why not? Am I not still your favorite entertainer with continuous entertaining entertainment? Insisting that this is still Bigbrother season 9, no lose guard. Bigbrother no be so. Why you now decide to just render Wanni sisterless and husbandlessness?